hit pretty hard last night by a bunch of tornadoes that came through. Um, so we're live over on YouTube. We're live over here. We're raising money for charity. We're doing that in two different ways. First and foremost, gifts here on TikTok, of course. What the heck is on my forehead? Is that glitter? Yeah, that was glitter. Gifts over here on TikTok, of course, is the first one that we're using. With those gifts, every gift that is donated in this live and tomorrow's live, potentially even lives further on down the road, are all donated directly to the Missouri Relief Fund that they are making for these tornadoes. Right down the road from where I live. Not one, not two, but three hit back to back in Arnold, Missouri. And the high school it's standing, but it's got a tree that has at least a trunk with I probably couldn't even bear hug this trunk through it. Like it's through the high school. Yeah, the chair. I knew exactly what you meant when you said awesome. But what we're doing, like I said, we're trying to raise money for the relief fund. So, from what I'm understanding, is so far there is not an official relief fund made, but people are working on it. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting everything ready to paint up the Sorcerer Supreme. And feel free to share this live, share the lives if you're over on YouTube. Make sure that this does get out to who we can so that they know what we're doing, why we're doing this, and what the end goal is. The end goal, for those of you that might be wondering, is really just trying to make sure that we can get communities to get back on their feet. That's the end goal. I don't want anybody to be out of work for long. I've seen some of the footage that they're releasing, and just looking at it's bad. I mean, they literally closed down the Waffle House, the Walmart in Arnold, because nobody can even get to it, and it's off a standard road. So you might be wondering what I'm doing with these cards. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get a card to get inspiration from. I don't know, because that's the exact card. And this is still the Marvel United. We've taken a break for a little bit. For those that weren't aware, the Mrs. grandmother passed away. And when she passed, Christy, thank you for joining us. When she passed away, I took a little bit of a hiatus. But we're back. We're trying to get back into the swing of things. We got a lot that we're trying to do and try to just move through. 3D Alliance, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for charity today. Dev MG, Lenny, thank you all for joining. We are raising money for charity. For those that do not know, the state of Missouri got hit by multiple tornadoes last night. And right down the road from where I live, 3 of them hit. At least 3 confirmed. There might be more. So what we're doing is we're just trying to raise some money for the tornado relief fund that they're making for it. And once we got that going, we're going to keep going with what we're doing. Jason Bacon, Monkey Kid, thank you for joining us. Dream Big, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for the Tornado Relief Fund for Missouri right now. So feel free to share it around, let people know what it's for, get the word out there. We're just trying to get people's lives back to normal as we can. My aunt actually lives in Arnold, and Arnold wasn't one of the worst hit it was one of the more damaged towns that got the tornadoes last night. Villa Ridge got, if I watched the news and understood what they were saying correctly, Villa Ridge got the most damage, but Arnold was a close second. But with those winds last night, it was hard to tell what actually was a true tornado and what wasn't. But we do have 3 confirmed in Arnold last night. People are uploading pictures by the minute onto social media showing the damage that was done. And I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Awesome crop, Alyssa, Cam, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for the Tornado Relief Fund that is going towards Missouri for the tornadoes that impacted my home state last night. We had 3 confirmed down the road from where I live. We had at least 1 confirmed further north. And then to the east of that, we had another confirmed. And then down in the Poplar Bluff area, which is about the boot heel of Missouri, there was 4 or 5 confirmed there. So we're painting to raise money for the relief fund, trying to help as best as we can. Saying how I wanted to come back, but this is how we came back. Robert Harper, thank you for joining us. Alyssa, thank you for joining us. Now, if you want to, feel free to share the live. Send it out to whoever you want. Like I said, we're trying to raise money for charity right now. Kristen, thank you for joining us. Hope everybody is having a good day that is joining. If you were in the middle of the tornadoes paths that came through, we are trying to raise money as best as we can for you guys. Tiny Diny's all gifts are being donated directly to the Tornado Relief Fund, as well as any commission that is put in until April 1st, 50% is being donated as well. We are making sure that we raise money for these tornado victims as best as we can. Cam, thank you for the hearts, and I agree, it is a great cause. Thank you for the tiny dinies. It threw me for a wrench because I was projected to be in the path of the storms, so I stayed up all night. I had to keep little man up all night because of them. Now, Mama Scarecrow, she's still on medication for the surgery she had. So she passes out in the bedroom probably about 10:45. The alarm starts going off that we are in the path. Well, the only reason why the alarm went off was because it had formed, because one hit Illinois, and we're like right across the river from Illinois. One formed right on the edge of town and moved over to Illinois. So our alarm's going off. I'm trying to get her up, trying to help her with her crutches and everything to get her downstairs. She's sitting there fighting me the entire time, saying it's nothing to worry about. I'm like, there's a tornado announced. What do you think that means? And I couldn't really harp on her. She's on morphine right now. That surgery took a lot out of her, and she's still recuperating. But yes, we are raising money. Every little bit helps. And like I said, every donation that we get is going directly to it. Just like when we raised money for PanCan, we made sure that every donation went to PanCan. And we are going to be doing what's the word I'm looking for? It's just on tip of my tongue. All commissions for miniature painting, as well as all dice orders, will be 50% donated to this cause as well. Now, currently, if you order a set of dice from us, regardless what size dice you order, if it's a full set with a magnetized dice box or just the set itself in one of the bags, you're going to get grab it real quick. Grab it over here. You're going to get a free dice tray with it. Now, we sell these for $25. So you're getting minimum $18. That gets donated directly to half of that gets donated directly to the charity we're raising money for right now. And since we haven't been live in a while, let me pull this out. This was the last thing we worked on. This was the cauldron with the Petri pour that we were working on. That turned out actually really good. Brody, thank you for the likes. We are raising money for a cause today. We had tornadoes hit right in my state, right down the road. We're just trying to raise money as best as we can for the relief fund. Right on. Thank you for joining us. Now, with this relief fund that we're raising money for, essentially what we're doing is we're doing the best we can. We're going to try raising up as much money within the next 2 days for it, as well as within the next month through donations from our commissions and everything like that. Because every commission, we're donating half of the commission. Every order for dice, we're donating half of the order for the dice to this fund as well. But I mean, I have an aunt that was literally right in the impact. Her house is fine. All of her stuff's fine, but every single house around her was like as if the tornado was like, I'm going to eat this one, this one, this one. Nope, and then it just kept going. My little sister, who just had a baby back in December, I mean, she's right down the road from me. We're in a different town than our aunt, but even with being just right down the road, she's still out of power. We never lost power, thankfully. Tex, Archer Fox, thank you for joining us. Everybody that is joining, please, if you want to, I would greatly appreciate it if you shared the live. Let people know what we're doing. We're raising money for the tornado victims and the relief fund for Missouri that we're getting going right now. We're trying to do our best and support our community and support our neighbors the best we can. Here soon, we're also going to start selling our already painted figures. Probably won't do it on our website. We'll probably do it on Etsy if we can ever get back into Etsy. We're still running into issues over there. But yeah, everybody that is watching, please share the video or share the live anywhere you want, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can. Let people know, hey, this person's trying to help raise money for the tornado victims of Missouri right now. Because I mean, it tore through multiple towns, and there were multiple tornadoes. Arnold, Missouri had 3 confirmed, and that took a lot out of a lot of people. Right now, everybody in Arnold that shops at Walmart has to drive all the way down to Arnold or Festus. My apologies. And that's a good 20-minute drive minimum, especially right now with the construction by Festus. So we're just trying to make sure that we can raise money as best we can. So in typical Scarecrow fashion, we're going to paint some figures up. And then we're doing this one. And then after that, we're going to do Taskmaster. We still got quite a bit of figures to paint up. We got Doctor Strange. We have Black Widow, Spider-Man, Captain America, Ant-Man, Ultron, and Captain Marvel for United. Then we have 1 figure left after that. For a different game. And we're going to start to, hopefully we can start getting more commissions so we can buy more stuff. Let's do a flash. Let's see. Start. Whatever. It wouldn't let me change what gift, and for some reason my Tiny Dinos just disappeared off it. So I said, oh well. But yeah, it's a lot of damage that we've seen so far. I mean, just based off the pictures alone, I want to do my best to help my neighbors Even if they aren't directly my neighbors, they're 2 to 3 towns over. Cam, thank you for saying that. Yeah, hit up the heart me gifts. Let's get that goal. Every gift that is given gets donated to the relief fund. Anthony, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for charity. Every gift goes directly to the relief fund and helps us make sure that we are contributing the best we can to the relief fund as well. Feel free to share the live, send to whoever you want. My biggest worry last night was the fact that Mama Scarecrow is still on crutches. So my first thought was, how am I going to move her down to the basement? There's a lot of steps down to that basement. OG Geldy, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for the tornadoes that impacted our state last night. Every donation goes directly to the Tornado Relief Fund for Arnold. If we have more than we need, it will go to the Villa Ridge one, as well as to the one down in Poplar Bluff that I know is being made. But we're focusing on the Arnold one right now. Because Arnold, I don't know if you knew, 3 confirmed tornadoes had hit last night in Arnold. And that's rare for Arnold. But every donation or every gift becomes a donation. And every time that we get a gift, or let me rephrase it, every time we get a commission, the price of the commission, half of that is getting donated as well. So feel free to share the live, spread the word. Let's just try to raise as much money as we can. Yeah, you got really lucky. You were right in the middle of that too. We both were. The one that went across the river last night down near Festus, it literally started at the edge of town. So when it touched down, we got the alert on our phones. And I was freaking out. I was like, how do I get the missiles down in the basement? Well, it turns out it was just on the edge of town. It went, oh, yeah, you got hit hard. But yeah, we're just doing our part to make sure that we can help raise money the best we can for those that are impacted right now. That's good. I think I'm going to go one shade lighter on Doctor Strange. Because this was with Barbarian Flesh and just tan. I don't know. I kind of like that. But he does have the dark hair, so the dark hair is going to make that, yeah. And this is right now is still having pain from the surgery. And when that tornado siren went off last night in Festus, my first thought was, well, I gotta carry her down the stairs, I gotta carry little man down the stairs, and I gotta carry Tiger all down the stairs. I was like, that's a lot of stairs. Ugh. I appreciate that, Cam. Yeah, I'm glad we're okay. Glad everybody in my family was okay. My dad, actually, one of the tornadoes that hit Arnold, it started right by my dad's house and went up. So when it went up, what ended up happening, from what I understand, is it formed like right behind my dad's neighborhood and just went up Highway 55. And then there was one that formed right on top of a trailer park. That trailer park is completely gone. Like, there's video footage of it no longer existing, and like people are trying to figure out what they're going to do. This is why we're having this live. This is why we're doing the charity event, so that we can help those that were impacted. See, I can't fault my son for it because he didn't understand what was going on. He had a blast last night. He got to stay up late. He's like, oh yeah, I get to stay up late. Cool. I'm like, but you got to go to sleep. Like, even if I got to carry you down, I at least want you to sleep. Bro Stardays, Wargaming, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for the tornado victims and relief fund for the tornadoes that impacted Missouri last night. Every gift that we get gets donated directly to it. Every commission that is requested from us gets 50% of that commission donated, and any dice that is made gets 50% of that dice sale donated to it, as well as all dice orders will receive a free small dice tray. And Cam, I haven't forgotten about you and your dice for Warhammer. I'm still waiting on the masters to come in so that I can make the molds. We did buy another That's what I'm looking for. It just went to my tongue. We did buy another mold maker. And what ended up happening was I just gotta wait for the dice to come in. I know we had a wild winds last night, but no tornadoes. Yeah, Festus, Missouri was good. And it was strange how everything went down. We had a confirmed one to the southwest of us. We had 3 confirmed directly north of us. And then we had 2 or between 2 and 4 confirmed above that. Yeah, I mean that storm was no joke. We have that's the Villa Ridge one that I was talking about. It started in Villa Ridge, went all the way up to Hazelwood. It was wild. No, I mean, we started with the strong winds. Like, that's really all we got was strong winds. We didn't even really get rain. But what ended up happening was with those strong winds, we've lost our gutters. But I mean, that's an easy fix. Like, it's not like we didn't get as bad as Arnold. Arnold, I mean, there is a tree in the side of the high school. Like, that big. Like, I can't even bear hug this tree. It's just inside the wall of the school now. Mark Angelo, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for charity right now. Every gift gets donated directly to the Tornado Relief of Missouri for the storms that came through last night. Every commission that we get, 50% of that commission is going to be donated as well. And that also goes for dice sales. So essentially all orders that come through from now until April 1st on our website will be donated to the relief fund. Bear with me, everybody. I just gotta get one color out real quick. Do I want that green or do I want a different green? No, I don't want that green. Green is disgusting slimy. You're not gonna be able to do what I need. So where's my other greens at? They must be in the bag. Yeah, this is from the game Marvel United. The entire art style is chibi based for it. That's the green I was looking for. So even though that the image does not have the Eye of Agamotto actually lit up, we're going to change that. We're going to have the eye actually lit up. We're going to start with some green skin. 3D Alliance, thanks for joining us. Now, once again, every donation that we get is going straight to the relief fund for the tornadoes that hit last night in Missouri. There were multiple tornadoes last night. Some close by me, some farther south. But we're just trying to do our part and make sure that everybody that can donate does if they wish. Now, how you might be wondering, well, how do we donate? Tiny Dinies, or really any gift, as well as any order. So orders can be anything from the Skull of Creativity, as seen here, all the way to, where's the rest of the dice for this one? That's weird. Some dice. It is strange that I'm missing those, though. So I'll have to look to see where they are. The cauldron, really anything that we sell on our website counts towards this. And that does include commissions. All right, Sarah, how are you doing? Now, this really could have been done, I don't know. We've been going half an hour. If I really wanted to just do a quick slap and paint, this could have been done by now. But what I chose to do was go a little bit more deeper into it, give it a little bit more flair. Such as with that Eye of Agamotto kind of glowing on him. We're not going to let it glow past the actual eye portion. And the eye portion is still going to be gold. We just want to give it some sort of flair. I probably should have done it the other way, but it's going to be gold. So I wasn't sure how we should have done it. It's still going to look good. I hope everybody's having a great day. David Brown, thank you for joining us. Jesse, thank you for joining. Oh. And we did get some new molds for our dice. This is a pumpkin mold for when we want to do a pumpkin themed. It'll look like this. For when we want to do a pumpkin. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Dice box. So that's going to be going on the website as well. Sounds like we're getting rain right now. For those joining us, we are raising money for a good cause. Every donation that we get in gifts is going directly to the Cancer Relief Fund, or not Cancer Relief Fund, my apologies, Tornado Relief Fund, for the ones impacted by the tornadoes last night in Missouri. We're going to start with Arnold and move our way to Villa Ridge and then up through the other towns as well. Carmen Cooper, thank you for joining us. For those just joining us, every gift that we get donated gets donated directly to the Tornado Relief Fund for Missouri for the tornadoes that hit last night. Samir, thank you for joining us. We are raising money for the Tornado Relief Fund for the victims and survivors of the tornadoes that hit Missouri yesterday. I don't know why, but that just like leaving like that just looks cool. I'm not going to because that's not Doctor Strange to me, but that just looks so cool. The one strip of wire, like that's one thing I loved with when they did with the new Voltron, was that they gave Shiro one strip of pure white on his head. Ugh. Oh. I'm trying to not get tired because we've only been going for less than an hour. But I would be lying if I said I was not worn out. Between taking care of Mama Scarecrow, taking care of Little Scarecrow, work, it has been draining. But someone's got to do it. There we go. That's a good mixture. Now for those joining, we are raising money for the Tornado Relief Fund for those impacted by the storms last night in Missouri. Every donation or every gift that we get gets donated to it, as well as anybody that orders a commission from us, be it miniature painting, dice making, or dice adjacent making, stuff such as the Skull of Death or Skull of Creation, the Cauldron, which we still have to price, and really anything else such as dice. Will be donated. Been on a grind. Thank you for joining us. Bristol, thank you for joining us. Hunt's Miniatures, thank you for joining us. We are raising money currently for charity. Every gift gets donated to the Tornado Relief Fund of Missouri. For these storms that impacted so many last night. I agree. He is coming along nicely. I think I might stop at the because the image shows his hair being brown. I know Benedict Cumberbatch's hair is brown. I know the Doc is normally black haired, but I might go one shade darker with the hair. Or lighter, one shade lighter. Cannot speak today. Now I asked Little Scarecrow what the next one. Yeah, I hope it's not as bad as it was here. I mean, where I live, it wasn't as bad. We had a tornado form right on the edge of town, leaving town. So we didn't get hit. But our neighbors across the river, they did. And then we had 20 minutes north. We had 3 confirmed tornadoes in one town. Then we had one tornado about 20 minutes from there north. And then about 5 minutes east of there, we had another tornado. That's just in the St. Louis area. We also had multiple down in the south, down the Boot Heel last night as well. But yep, that's part of the reason why we are, with how many that did come out of this storm, that's part of the reason why we are raising money for the disaster relief fund. We're trying to make sure that we can get as much donated to it. Once again, every donation helps. And even if you can't do it based on gifts, we are doing donations in different ways, such as if you go on our website and buy anything from now until March 1st or now until April 1st, that is going to be donated as well. And I truly do mean anything. Like even if you just decide to buy one set of dice at $18, that's going to be split into half, and half of that will go directly to the fund. Dylan Musgrave, thank you for joining us. I need to get a wider white for that because those eyes are not where I need them right now. Where's I just saw a really bright white. Where did that go up to? Oh. I'll probably do another layer of the blue, maybe a darker blue, because that ultramarine didn't suit the color I was really looking for. It did, but it's too like muted in some areas. Mama Scarecrow, thank you for joining us. This is how far we've gotten on him. What I was just doing was I was checking to see what color the boots were, because the image I got doesn't show the boots. It shows the top of them, but that was it. And yeah, I do gotta get another blue out. For those joining, we are raising money for charity. That was a little too much blue. Oh well. Omni, thank you for joining us. If you want to hop in a box, just let me know. What's good?
Not much. Playing Fallout with Vegas at the moment.
Very nice.
And I had my first encounter with the Night Stalkers. I hate them. Wolves with rattleheads, snakeheads, and tails. They bite you 4 times and you're dead.
Oh, I remember those.
I'll say this, they look cool. I hate them. So I went to their cave and just destroyed their entire... I pulled a Heresy on the Planet, hits the Exterminatus button.
You know what's worse than those, though?
What is it? The things that come out of the ground?
Well, what I was going to say was going to the bathroom, telling your brother when you're like, I don't know, I was probably about 15 years old when I got New Vegas. Because I got it after it had already released. I just went and I bought it.
Yeah.
Like a year or two later. And I told him, I was like, hey, look, I'm going to the bathroom. Do not touch the controller. Do not turn off the game. Do not do anything of the sort. I'm going to be right back. I come back, and he has walked me Because my idea was, let me just walk right to New Vegas. I know the path. I can see the path. New Vegas is already a marker. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna gamble a bunch, build up a lot of money, go buy a bunch of stuff, and then go. He walks me right into the camp that's got the death claws.
Oh, he threw you in the quarry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, please tell me he didn't quick save you into a loop.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Please tell me he got a wedgie.
He got more than that.
Okay. Alright, good. This is good. Bare minimum deserved a wedgie of some type.
But yeah, that was the fact that I had to restart my entire save file. Now, granted, I had just started. I wasn't that mad.
Oh, I was gonna say, why'd you restart? You can literally just load back in as long as you saved at a certain point.
I had just started. I hadn't saved at all.
Oh, God, I feel bad whenever I take out one of the younger animals. Ooh, hide and help. Never mind. Loot, baby. And, of course, I'm overpacked. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, also, I did... Ooh, very nice. I found something out that's really dumb. By chance, have you played Skyrim by chance?
Yes.
Okay. Then you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. You know the method where you're so heavy on stuff, you just load a corpse and you just carry the corpse around?
I did not.
Yeah, you can do that. It's literally just like a duffel bag, but a person. And you don't get, as long as you have a hold of the person, you can carry them around. It's a video game.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to do that next time.
Yeah. So that's because I found that out, because I thought, if I did this, and because after beating New Vegas, I was at a certain point, I'm like, okay, I barely killed these guys by the skin of my teeth. Now I need them to be carried some of this stuff out so I can put it at home. My home is all the way in Megaton, and I was over by this city. So it's basically halfway across the map.
How is it over by Megaton? Megaton's in 3. That's on.
Yeah.
That's on the.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm playing Fallout now. I'm doing the same thing I did in 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, I gotta walk. I can't teleport because the body won't travel with me. So I gotta walk my happy butt from, I don't even remember it was the location that had like a subway system.
I know the one you're talking about.
And I'm like, because it was like the bounty hunter group that it's like a random encounter. They're really tough.
Yep.
I barely survived after 4 attempts with like a shrivel of health. Used whatever I had, plus a little bit from the bad guys without using everything. Got up to, I think, about 75% health. I'm like, okay, cool. I pay a ton, and that's the problem. And I'm like, you know what? I can make myself lighter, but I can't. I don't want to go back and forth. Because I tried it once, and I had to reload the save file for the 4th time to kill the guys and know exactly where everything was, because I lost track of the body.
Yeah.
No, actually despawned. So, all that stuff was gone. So I was really ticked. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I just load what I could into the guy and walked. Granted, I had to stop a couple times to deal with, random animal encounters.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse. The quarry when you first start out, or randomly walking up and encountering Big Mountain. Have you never?
Oh, no. You mean the crazy mission?
The one that teleports you to Big Mountain where you have to find your brain?
What?
Yeah. Do you not have the DLCs?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a DLC mission. So essentially there's a DLC mission where you can do this at level 1.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
So you watch a video, they knock you out, they take your brain, they put you inside a think tank. And you have to actually go through this building with robotic dogs, ghouls, like every sort of creature that you can think of.
Right.
To find your brain.
That's a problem.
Yeah. It's a whole side quest. Think of it's probably about the same length as the Dawn Guard quest line.
Aha, I knew there was a grab button.
But yeah. As soon as you and like whenever you lose your brain, half your stats are depleted.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Because did you know that there are certain stats or certain weapons, I should say, that require your intelligence to be a certain percentage?
To work?
Mm-hmm. To work properly.
Yes, if I remember correctly, I think some of the plasma weapons do that.
Plasma weapons, a certain how do I word this? A certain type of weapon where if you get too close, you go bye-bye. Anything with the inward. Yeah, the NUKE. The little man. Yeah. Apparently whenever you click that and you have no brain because it drops your intelligence literally to 0, it instantly explodes. You know what's funnier? I was in an endless loop of me clicking it. It saved mid-click.
Oh, for God's sake.
So I was loading back in as I have the big boy on my shoulder. I'm like, I never finished that quest line. I never went back to do it.
I'm trying, like, I don't know why, but I'm like fiercely like trying to cut this guy, and like his limbs are indestructible. I'm like, there ain't no way in hell you're gonna tell me that you can survive. There it is. There goes his leg.
I did that to Benny.
See, the thing is that I think, yes, I actually did. I put him on a cross. And then guess what I did?
What?
Like, he's talking mad crap, and then mid-sentence I just cut him off and just be like, you know what? I'm sick of your mouth, sir.
No, I mean, I find it funny because there's a meme that's going around of Fallout games. You got Fallout 1, oh, I gotta find this chip. Fallout 2, I gotta find the Gek. Fallout 3, I gotta find my father. Fallout 4, I gotta find my son. Fallout New Vegas, where's the asshole who shot me?
Yeah, where's that? It's like my favorite one. I was telling my buddy the other day, and I'm like, this summarizes the story perfectly. Where's that striped jacket piece of crap that shot me?
Yeah.
Actually, what was it? It was Russian Badger's Fallout New Vegas video that convinced me to actually start playing Fallout 2.
Oh, I love Russian Badger. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry, though. Matthew Perry played Benny.
Oh, that's okay. You said Matthew Perry, and my brain is like, Medea's dead. That's Tyler Perry. I heard Perry, and I thought it was the wrong Perry because it's not even the platypus.
Oh, I can't even do the noise.
That's all I got.
For those of you that are joining, we are raising money for charity. For those of you that did not know, Missouri got hit by multiple tornadoes last night. And with those tornadoes, we're building a disaster relief fund, essentially, from the ground up. So,
I remembered my character has not turned on the radio. I'm going to fix that.
There used to be a way that you can see who all is in your... Oh, there used to be a way you could see who all was in your live, but apparently I guess they took that out.
I feel like that's probably because I guarantee some creators abused it to the point where, like, they were, like, specifically kicking a certain person out, and the person being kicked was like, it's bullying. And they're like, you know what, you're right, small child, that's secretly an asshole. We'll believe you versus the person who actually has a valid reason for getting rid of you out of their life.
Well, even it used to show like everybody that was in your life, not just who's your friend. Like I saw that Bro Stardy's just joined, but I'm friends with him on here because I follow him, he follows me.
Right. All right. Perfect spot. The mailbox. Right next to this would be our base.
Tobias, thank you for joining us.
That's much better. Also, for the longest time, when I was originally playing, good. What was it? I thought the speed that you run at was like the default speed setting.
Isn't it?
No. Like the rapid movement
Oh.
speed. I thought that was like default. I'm like, why can't I sprint? And then I accidentally untoggled the always sprint button. I'm like, oh, I've been sprinting. Because I'm on PC right now, and then I just...
Oh, did you see you're on PC?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be friends now.
Well, I play on both.
Yeah, but I can't be friends with a PCer. I can't be seen with that inferiority.
Here's the thing, though. I'm very technologically ignorant.
Same.
Like, my buddy's like, how do you not know how to upload a CPU or whatever the fuck? I'm like, dude, I played on CartoonNetworks.com. That was my original video game experience.
Mine was Cool Math Games.
And then after that, when I got my username was Poptropica. Make you feel old. If you even know what that is.
Oh, I know what that was.
Isn't it still around? Or is it shut down?
I think they made a new one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because they made a bunch of new islands and I had to start from scratch. I'm like, you're making me replay the Spy Island, the Back in Time Island, the goddamn Greek mythology one that I liked. And I think my character kept all their, like, appearance stuff. but any like items and accessories or whatever I had to re-get. I even had to play the dumb Astro Knight one. I'm like, I hate you, Mafaka. You made me angry. I hate this. But now I'm just trying to. I found a location in New Vegas that I never found before, where you can get like this implant chip inside of you, and it can make you smarter, faster, more charismatic, or like a bunch of other things. But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
You regeneration. If I remember correctly, that's 12,000 caps. Really, really hard to like get up to that number at a certain point.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm trying to just like go through every unknown location because clearly I'm not seeing all the locations. Because I saw a video of a guy playing it, trying to help me explain a mission to me because I can't find all the like NCR people turn zombies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Come on. I know you're cleaned out. There we go. There we go.
Okay, I'll say one thing that does kind of bug me. That's some of the stuff in Fallout. Like, I'm gonna sound like a bad person, but I always try and see what happens. Oh, I don't like that. I got a pop-up box when I killed him.
As you were saying,
because I always try and see if after I get rid of a character that I previously interacted with and just take all their stuff, is it worth it? The answer is usually no.
No, usually not.
Yeah. So I just eliminated Jonathan Nash, and I got a pop-up box that says Jonathan Nash is dead. I'm like, what have I done? Good thing I quick saved before I pulled the trigger.
There's if I'm not mistaken, there is an actual quest that requires Nash.
I didn't get a notification saying any of the missions were failed instantly, so I assume he was useless at this point because I finished the quest.
You know what I want Bethesda to go back to?
What's that?
Being able to quote unquote get rid of essential NPCs.
Mean like eliminate them so you can't play their missions?
Yeah, so for example, Morrowind. Did you ever play that?
I have not touched anything Bethesda minus Doom and Doom 2016 and Fallout 3, 4, and Vegas.
What about Skyrim?
I heard how big it was, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll warm up to that. Also, I want to see the goofy mods that you can put on it just to see how unhinged it can be.
Oh yeah, I mean Skyrim's crazy, but
the tank engine as a dragon.
With Morrowind, back in 2003.
Was that the starter?
What do you mean?
Okay, keep in mind, I'm a 98 baby. I don't know timeline where the game lays.
So, with Elder Scrolls, the game that started way back in 98 with Arena. And then Arena gave birth to Daggerfall, which gave birth to Morrowind. Morrowind was the first one on console, though. Morrowind was also the first Bethesda-owned one. Oh wait, no, I got that backwards. I'm thinking of Fallout 3 being the first Bethesda-owned. Morrowind was the third Elder Scrolls game, and it was the first released on console. So, what ended up happening in there was, I'm going to show this off real quick.
Like that yellow.
What happened with the Elder Scrolls was the first one, okay, I'm a prisoner, I'm going to go find the Emperor. Second one, I'm a prisoner, I have to go and stop this evil guy from taking over the world.
Yeah.
Third one, I'm a prisoner, there's a prophecy about me. But with the third one, and it's been a while since I played the other two, so I could be wrong, but I do know in the third one, you could walk up to anybody and end them. Give them the forever sleep. When Oblivion came out, they took that option away.
Interesting.
Now, when you took them out in 3, it would end their missions completely.
It did what?
It ended their missions completely. Like if there was a quest designed specifically for that character, that NPC. Huh?
Yeah, so it completed it for you?
No.
Or just ended it?
You would get a message saying that you have failed this quest. Any quests that pertain to this character cannot be permitted to go any further. Now, here's where it gets really fun. There is one NPC that you do not know until about 3/4 into the game that they are required to complete the main quest.
Oh.
Now, remember the message I just said. All quests related to them cannot be completed. They don't tell you what quests would be completed. So essentially, you get all the way to
quests.
You're going through the quest line, the main quest line. You get to the point that says, "Hey, go find this person in this town," and you go to every single person in that town. You're like, "Where the hell are they?" And then you see their body, because I don't remember if their body. Oh yeah, their bodies did despawn back then. I remember that now. And you finally see like the backpack that had their stuff in it, and you see the name. You're like, oh, that's not good. I was supposed to talk to her now.
Yeah. Ooh, conflict.
So, quick question for you: are you an NCR man? Are you a Mr. House man? Or are you a Caesar man?
You forgot the fourth option.
What's the fourth?
Yes, man.
Nobody chooses yes, man.
I'm going to this time. Because at first I thought about siding with the NCR this time. Because I agree with Kendra. All the NCR people are really just depressing. Like, let's be honest. Like, yeah, world values. What are you going to do if you hit the Legion? We got a bullet in the chamber, and guess who's it for? This guy. Like, all saying the same thing. That's depressing. Like, you're not going to, like, fight it from the inside and try to overthrow them. Nah, I'm going to just waste a bullet and make them clean up after. I'm like, okay. You're just taking the wuss way out. Okay, I see how it is. The Legion. If I remember, I don't remember the exact term they use, but basically, like, they'll mistreat my spirit. And I'm like, all right, you have my respect. Hail Kaisar. Now, what they do besides not liking the old world values, the whole forcing people to do labor stuff, not big a fan of that.
Hey, did I show you the cauldron yet?
I don't think you did. Ooh. Very nice. Was that the first try?
That was the first try. This was a Petri pour with it. You can actually see like on right there, like all those tendrils.
Awesome. Actually, I would genuinely keep it like that because then you could literally just use it as like a little lever piece that you could just push.
Well, no, that's the whole point.
Oh no, like just push it with your finger.
Oh.
No, literally push it with your finger.
Well, when I push it, I mean, there's nothing to push.
No, the part you're picking it up with, push it.
Oh.
If you just push it down.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, like leave it like that.
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Okay. Now the other direction. What you just did, the other direction. Ta-da! There you go.
Yeah, Crystal. And we got the skull creativity.
Ooh, what is that? You have my attention.
This is a skull. It can be a paintbrush holder, a water ball, or a water cup. It can be a pen holder, pencil holder. It can even hold your dice.
Nice. Well, I was thinking, is that a deck today?
Huh?
I was thinking, like, is that a deck? One of those, like, you roll your dice in it and it shoots out somewhere?
I wish.
I'd like to see one that shoots out its eyeball. That'd be cool. Like, granted, like, it coming out of the mouth.
There's one I sent to Cam. And I was like, dude, if only I could get this to work the way I wanted to. He's like, what are you talking about? I sent him, he's like, you're wanting to put that in resin or in silicone and make a mold out of it, ain't you? I'm like, yes. He's like, that's going to be almost impossible to get out of the mold. I'm like, I know, that's the only downside to it. Because, like, the jaw was, like, wide open, like, broken. And you put it through the eye, and it rolled down through the mouth.
Ooh, that's actually cool. Also, I don't know why, but I've been, I'm actually very excited. I ordered some stuff on Temu, and it's gonna, one of them is gonna help me with my videos. Because it's a turntable.
Okay.
So now I can do single pictures for each part of my model. I can literally just rotate the little guy. And you get a full 360 view. And I'm like, awesome.
Let me know how that one works. I've been wanting to get one as well.
I will definitely let you know because I'm getting it. I'm also getting a Joy Toy Burner Boy orc.
Nice.
Because it will go great with my salamander that I got. And he's got the one with the little torch on his power back.
Yeah. I'm getting probably...
If they make it, I hope to God they do, I will be so happy if Joy Toy makes a Death Guard, Death Shroud Terminator. I will buy that in a heartbeat. I don't care the price, as long as I see it on Temu. Very nice.
You like that little glazing on it?
What?
The glazing?
I'm not sure if I'm seeing the glazing.
On the rings? The orange?
Oh, okay. I thought you said glazing, and I'm thinking a shiny effect.
It'll eventually turn that way.
I see. I don't know why, but when I look at that version of Doctor Strange, it looks like he's puffing out his cheeks.
Well, that's because he's a chibi. I mean, even the box art kind of looks like he's puffing out his cheeks.
It's hard to take Strange seriously if he's puffing out his cheeks like a disgruntled toddler.
No, what's hard to take seriously is Taskmaster with an actual mouth.
A mouth like that, yeah. It's usually just like genuinely a skull, not like
Yeah, it's still a skull. It's still a skull. It's got teeth on the bottom.
massive cheek sections gone, like a normal skull mask would normally have. It's just like a smile, and I'm like, ugh. It's what it is, though. But I have conflict. People are now trying to invade Prim. I'm like, now I get to choose their fate. It's fun to be God sometimes. Have proven it.
Trying to decide on if I want Prim to live.
Well, they're I just arrived back to Prim after giving them a sheriff from the NCR or whatever, and three people rolled in, and they're like, "We're here to take over Prim. Do you realize there's a sheriff?" And they're like, "Well, damn. We were hoping to get our furthest distance away from the NCR." And I'm like, "So the options are, so that's it. You resorted to robbing and raiding to solve your problems? It doesn't sound like things have gone to plan, or the brackets attack, murdering deserters. Well, I think I've heard enough. Question is, should I kill them? I don't know, but it sounds fun."
You know, one thing I heard that I thought was strange that apparently what they're adding in Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, they're making another one?
Oh yeah, dude, it's been in development since at least 2017. That's when they released the first trailer. Fallout 5's in development too. But apparently what they're going to add to it is, you know how you have the little children that run around?
What?
You know how you have kids running around on New Vegas?
Yes.
So there was a little feature in the second game that they took out of the third game that allowed you to, yeah.
Yeah, what? Wait. Is this inappropriate content in the darkest manner possible that I'm thinking of, or more of just
more in the form of
okay, that's better. I say that as relative as possible.
But apparently they're adding that back to Elder Scroll. They're adding it back to Bethesda games with Elder Scrolls 6 and potentially with Fallout 5.
Okay. I'll say this. I am very interested to see where Fallout 5 takes place. I've heard nothing thus far.
So there's several rumors. There's nothing been concrete proven. What we know, it's still going to be in North America just because of the lore.
Okay.
However, one of the rumors was because of the fact that technically this will be Fallout. This will technically be 6 with Brotherhood of Steel, if you want to count those games as canon. When Bethesda doesn't count as canon. We could potentially see Chicago.
Okay.
But there's also rumor that since we've already had 2 games in the Northeast and 3 games in the Southwest, that we're going to get another Northeast game.
See, okay. So we've had location. Washington, D.C. and 3. Where's 4 take place?
Boston.
Boston. Right, because the Sons of Liberty. Where's 1 and 2?
1 and 2 is the same locations as New Vegas.
Oh. Well, that's just kind of lazy. Okay. The locations I'm interested in.
76 was Virginia. Because it was the Appalachians.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Florida.
We kind of got that with Far Harbor.
What's that?
Far Harbor was one of 4's DLCs. And we kind of got that with one of 3's DLCs as well. But 3's was the Bayous of Louisiana.
See, like, I want to see, like, that area of the south.
Oh, dude, it's bad.
It's bad. That's what I want to go see.
Dude, the whole mission, they in 3 when you go on this quest, because it was one of the DLCs. It wasn't the raft, or it might have been the raft. I'll have to double check what the name of it was. Send it to you. Actually, let me see here, because Point Lookout. That's what it was. Point Lookout. What was the Point Lookout? Hang on, let me double check. Fallout 3 DLC order. Okay. The Pit, Operation Ingrange, Broken Steel, Mothership City. Yep. So it was Point Lookout. So at Point Lookout, the whole basis behind it is that a woman asks you, hey, my daughter went to Point Lookout. She hasn't came back. I don't know what's going on. Can you go look for her?
Okay.
And you're like, oh, yeah, I'll go look for her. Well, you go there. First person you meet's a ghoul. Just a regular ghoul. And he's related to another person in one of the games. I can't remember which one. But there was a lore video that talked about how he and her were divorced. Both of them are now ghouls.
Okay.
Living in separate areas. And he's like, yeah, the cannibals down here just keep wanting to take over my land, but I won't let them. And then you're like, wait, cannibals? They're like, yeah, all the people that were literally trying to jump my house, they all want to eat each other and me. And like, funny for them, the last one that tried to do it, and he lifts his leg up and it's a peg leg. And he's like, the last one that tried to do it became a feral ghoul.
Oh.
So the whole mission is you hunting down this girl to find out that she's already been cannibal chow.
Oh.
So then you literally get back after the dude's like, yeah, you know, I can't go on any longer. How about you take my house? And screw it. Here's some caps. Get out of here. And you get out the door and he blows it up.
You didn't wait like 5 minutes. You just kablooey everything.
Pretty much. Like, it's just, the whole thing is just you fighting the cannibals. But they have you actually, like, go and, like, do kind of like the Kaiser quest, where you have to, like, kind of, like, befriend Kaiser in New Vegas to get to Benny. They kind of do that with Point Lookout, except for you go with these cannibals and they're like, hey, eat this. Trust me, you'll love it. So you take this hallucinogenic fruit, and all you see is evil things just coming at you for the next, like, 30 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Imagine being, I think I was about 15, 16 years old. And this is around the time where I decided to start some very fun things in in high school.
I'm concerned.
And I was already not supposed to be playing that. And I was under the influence.
You physically in IRL were?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just double checking so I understand.
And I'm hallucinating in game. I'm hallucinating outside. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you mad lad. That's just a bad time. You look at your head. What is real?
Well, I sat there. My brother's sitting there laughing at me. I'm like, dude, I just wanted to help find the little girl. He goes, dude, I don't think she's alive.
What was your response?
I'm like, no, she's got to be alive. They don't kill kids in Fallout.
I can see him. You know, okay. Have you seen The Office? Or at least
Well,
a little bit of.
So here's where it gets better.
No, I'm just thinking of Jim looking straight at the camera with that really face.
No, so here's where it gets better. I finished that quest line. I'm already in tears because I wanted to save the little girl. They dropped me off like 3 seconds away from the next DLC starting point. I'm just playing. I go there. I get abducted and put into slavery.
Whoa.
That's literally the quest line. It's called The Pit. It's Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh has become a full slave trade in the Fallout universe. So I go there, and the first thing that they tell you is they walk you up to this baby, and there's a mod that lets you eat the baby. That's how dark this gets. So they're using the baby because the baby was born, but is showing no signs of any radiation at all.
Start that sentence one more time.
The baby was born, and unlike every other person within the Fallout universe that is born after the war and not from a vault, it is showing no signs of any radiation. So, let's say you are born in the Fallout universe outside of a vault.
Right.
You're going to show some levels of radiation because of the Fallout. This baby has shown none. So, their plan was use the baby to cure everybody's radiation sickness that's in Pittsburgh, because they're actually it's so bad in Pittsburgh that they're turning into monsters.
Right. I can see where their train of thought is going, but I think they forgot a step. Like, oh yeah, we still have to remove an infant from living.
No. So they were taking her blood. That's what they were doing originally. The good guys were taking her blood. The bad guys, however, looked at the baby and said, "What if we eat it?"
You're stupid. I would have looked if it were me, I would have looked at them like, you're fucking stupid. And if they said, what do you mean? What's gonna last longer? The baby having blood drawn from it through its entire life, or just eating it right now?
Well, the villain's goal was eat the baby. That was it. Just eat the baby.
What as stupid as the guys in that one movie where it's like the aliens come and Area or Sector 11 or something. It's where all the aliens are like prawns or something.
Oh, District 8.
That one. Where it's set in
Chicago, I thought.
Well, I thought it was Chicago, but then there's a section where it's like guys from Africa think if they consume the prawn's flesh, they'll become stronger or something.
Yeah, something like that.
You're stupid. I get you're not 100% civilized, and not gonna say that's not a problem, but in this case, you're dumb.
No, and that was the whole thing was
it's the other way
Because that was the whole basis of that quest line was, do we let them eat the babies or not?
Wait, plural?
Or baby.
Okay, I was about to say, if there's multiple children.
I said babies because there's a mod
Oh.
that God, I hate even talking about this mod because it is so messed up that somebody actually made this. So they found the code because apparently there was code in the game that allowed you to actually consume the baby yourself.
That's so screwed up, man.
It gets worse.
I know.
Somebody found the code, put the code back in the game as a mod. So there's a mod out there where you can actually eat the baby.
I have one. Okay. I have one question about Vegas at the moment, and how the hell is the dude inside Goodsprings General Store getting thousands of caps out of nowhere? I've not given him anything.
Isn't he the one that screwed over the powder keggers?
Beginning of this game.
Yeah, he's the one that screwed over the powder keggers, right?
No. The dude at the general store, like, you go from the Doc's Hospital, you go down the road, it's right next to the bar.
Oh.
The dude inside the gas station, however, is the one that screwed over the
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no. I'm talking the dude in Goodsprings General Store. For some reason, I just checked it out. He had like 3,000 caps on him. I'm like, well, I'm selling junk to you now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. He's just generating currency passively. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to farm you. So currently, I'm just going back and forth between locations that have a bunch of junk and just selling it to them for cheap.
So you know what's bad about the Goodsprings mission?
What would that be?
I'm not going to do that. Hang on. I'm going to clean my brush off. I was going to do some like checkered pattern on the inside of the cave, but I was like, no, not doing that.
No, do that to yourself.
So there's a way where you can still complete the Goodsprings mission, but 80% of Goodsprings dies.
Don't you just let most of them die?
Yeah.
Just let them fight for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. I think only 2 people died when I played it on the PC version. I think 4 died on my console.
You know what was worse about mine?
How many people did you get killed?
Oh no, only one. Doc.
You are stupid.
No, Doc was stupid for running in front of a powder kegger.
I see. See, that's still your fault. You know, we want to know why? You have these things called grenades.
Yeah.
And what you do with the grenade, you pull the pin and you chuck it before they get too close.
See, and that's exactly what I did.
Oh.
He ran to the grenade.
He's like, tell my story.
I'm coming, Lucille.
I'm coming, Lucille. Oh, God, that's bad. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. But yeah, like right now, I'm literally just going between Goodsprings and Prim right now from the random junk I've acquired.
Yeah.
And since after looking at the guy who did the mission for the ghouls in the radiated town because of the Legion,
Yeah.
I've seen there's like go and do stuff. Do stuff to visit.
Yeah.
And the guys also probably played there's probably extra, which I will get to eventually.
Did you have you ever launched the rocket? So when you play, do you play with Wild Wasteland on?
Yes, I do.
Okay. There's a mission where you gotta go inside one of the space, and I can't. This might be 3 that I'm thinking about now that I'm talking about it, because
Help a bunch of ghouls take off in a ship because they think they're going to survive radiation on a different planet.
Yep.
Yep, that's New Vegas. I did that a couple days ago. I genuinely, when I first played the game, I'm like, I wonder if I can actually go and look for their crashed ship. Because I genuinely think like I could actually find their ship and then just.
I don't know about their ship. I know there is a ship.
There's a ship.
Oh yeah, there's multiple. So with Wild Wasteland on, you'll see random spaceships flying around.
You say this, and now I'm instantly looking to the sky to find something.
They're in specific locations that I don't remember exactly where. But yeah, you can see them flying around. And then as soon as they're flying around, what'll end up happening is there is a specific location where as soon as you step on it, you actually see the spaceship coming down and crashing. It is the only way to see the Zetans in person in Fallout New Vegas.
What?
The Zetans, the aliens that are inhabiting the Fallout universe.
Oh, didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
That's neat.
Yeah, they usually have some pretty cool weapons on them. In fact, if I remember correctly, it's like right by a vault, and the alien actually goes into the vault.
I think I had to go to Vault 31 because what's his face from that from the Ghoul rocket mission?
Yeah.
That's where he's from, and I need to go visit it to see what I can loot.
If I remember correctly, 31 is like especially if you got Wild Wasteland on, it is a nightmare. Do it at a later level, because if I'm not mistaken, that's the one with Godzilla.
What?
Standing outside. Yes, there is a Wild Wasteland part or secret encounter where you will walk into and meet up with a random 80-foot tall Gek.
Oh, is it killable?
It's killable.
Very difficult killable?
Huh?
Difficult to kill, I assume?
You'd have a better chance of taking out all the death claws in the quarry at level 1.
Oh, I've done that before, including the queen and the alpha.
At level 1?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have a better chance of doing that at level 1.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I also had, what's her name from the Brotherhood of Steel and Rex. Rex's dumbass always kept charging directly at enemies. I'm like, Rex, I love your loyalty, but don't challenge the Deathclaw, buddy.
No, you know what's worse? I was playing 4.
Oh, God.
I will never play 4 again, just because of how it starts.
Oh, yeah. You know what I did for shits and giggles?
What?
So, when you get the ability to do the special perks, I put everything into luck and strength, kind of like I did with Fallout New Vegas. Guess who I found?
Who?
The child.
How?
Right as I got out of the vault, Daddy? I'm like, what the shit?
How is that even possible?
That's what happens when you have max luck at the very beginning. You instantly find the child.
But the child's an adult.
Yeah. Or no, actually, hold on. If I remember right, I think he's like an actual like kid.
No, he's an adult. He's the villain.
Okay, I guess I didn't get that far into 4 then.
Yeah, he's the father.
Okay, are you talking about the same game I am? I'm confused.
Fallout 4.
When your son is taken from your wife in the cryo chamber.
Yes, your son becomes the father of the Institute.
Oh. Yeah, when I played it, he was like not a grown ass adult. He was a child.
Yeah, he's flat out in a, like, that's the whole story, because you have to make the choice. Do I kill my own son? Or do I turn on the Brotherhood of Steel?
Turning on the Brotherhood of Steel is never a good idea. Because they're the motherfuckers with the armor. Unless you're the ghoul from the TV series who knows how to kill them instantly.
Well, that, and unless you are from 3 and did the Operation Anchorage questline and got the Stealth Boy.
Yeah, I'll say this. The one thing I find that early on I felt really annoyed by, looking for power cells.
Yeah.
Like, now I have like 3 different armors I use. Like, one is the junk armor that I don't ever touch and I use for power cell storage. One I use for primary combat, and the other one just for traveling around in.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan that they gave you all that right at the get-go.
No, like, I found one in the city.
No, I mean, I wasn't a fan that they gave you power armor right at the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, it's, if I remember correctly, like, isn't the, ooh, very nice. My brain. Oh, also, I'm gonna say this. By saying the phrase "my brain is small and squishy" instantly helps me retrain my brain to be like, "Oh, that's the track I left my train on." That's not on. I don't know why it works, but it does.
Okay, now what were you gonna say?
Fuck, it happened again. What were we just talking about?
Fallout 4. Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, right. So, I found one in the city, but then I found a guy in power armor. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like jet black. And it was so long since I played it.
Was the mask raven-shaped?
Like what?
Raven-shaped.
Raven-shaped? I want to say the mask looked cool, but I don't know for certain. Because I had a regular-looking power armor set that looked like just generic power armor. The one that was like the Raider one, which it looked like a steel cage around your head. And then the black armor set. It had a very...
Hold on. Did it look like that?